this woman's surgeon husband disappeared. When she pulled up the surveillance footage, she discovered he hadn't performed a single surgery in 20 years. She traveled thousands of miles to find her missing husband, only to learn that the car he rented had been pulled from a river by the police. Her heart sank with dread. The next second, a large bag slid out of the car. An officer opened it up. Inside was just a blanket. The officer muttered, "I thought there'd be a body in here." So where did the corpse go? Her mother-in-law exploded the moment she heard that. You're calling him a corpse when you haven't even found him. Soon the police located Jay Jean's rental apartment. On the table was a suicide note. Her mother-in-law's blood ran cold after reading it. The note said he had been living in pain and wanted to end his life here. He asked his mother to forgive his lack of filial piety and asked his wife to forgive his selfishness. "Because I love you, I don't want to drag you down with me." Her mother-in-law collapsed on the spot. The wife never expected this kind of ending. She had planned to find her husband and slap him hard across the face and ask him why he cheated. Since nobody was found, the police reviewed surveillance footage from the area. They discovered he had dinner with a short-haired woman and bought 2 travel bags, one large and one small. Her brother analyzed the situation. Either they committed a lover's suicide together, or that woman killed my brother-in-law. Then he started crying, "Brother-in-law, you promised to lend me $500 million to start a business. How could you just die like this?" Eventually the police reached a conclusion. Although no body was found, based on the suicide note, Jay Jean's chances of survival were slim. Hygiene was about to leave, but her mother-in-law stopped her and asked if she had any conscience. "Leaving now and abandoning my son here all alone." Hygiene was furious. "Your son is the one who left me and ran off with another woman. Am I supposed to hold a funeral for them too?" Her mother-in-law said through gritted teeth, "I'll find my son myself actually." Hygiene didn't feel good about this either. After all, they had lived together for 20 years. Soon the news aired. A hospital director and his mistress plunged into a river, along with their car, although no bodies were found. A suicide note was discovered in a rental apartment. Police preliminarily determined the two committed suicide together. The Coast Guard was expanding their search area, but Dr. O didn't believe the news for a second. Neither did UN1, so she went to find Dr. O. She wanted to know what happened at the villa that night. Dr. O had no choice but to tell the truth. That day he saw Jay Jean rushing to leave work. Out of curiosity he followed him. Unexpectedly, Jay Jean went to a villa in the countryside. This place was very familiar to Dr. O, because he had lived there as a child. As soon as he entered, he saw fresh flowers on the table and a bottle of 1982 red wine. While he was standing there in a daze, someone knocked him out from behind. In his haze he heard one sentence, "Everyone will die." Moon 1 asked even more curiously, "You seem very interested in my husband," because she had secretly been inside Dr. O's house and found a piece of clothing in his closet that was identical to one her husband owned. Even the way it was styled was exactly the same. A woman's intuition is usually right, but now wasn't the time to worry about that. Dr. O then said something. "You've been married for 20 years. Do you really know your husband?" These words made Unwan's heart tighten. When she got home, she immediately checked her husband's surgery records. Strangely, every time her husband performed surgery, Dr. O was always his assistant. She wanted to review the operating room surveillance, but discovered all the records had been deleted. This meant something was definitely wrong, but this little trick couldn't stop her. She was an expert at recovering computer data. Soon she accessed the surveillance footage. What shocked her was during every surgery, her husband just stood on the side. Even more bizarre, he had trouble breathing whenever he saw blood. An expert who had been doing surgery for 20 years. How did he get through all of it? Just as she was about to leave, the police called they had recovered a watch. It was the one she had given her husband. At that moment she suddenly felt a pang of loss. Memories of their time together came flooding back. She silently prayed if only her husband could come back, she would let go of everything that happened. But what she didn't expect was, after crying all night, she received a phone call. After hearing what they said, she wanted to cry and laugh at the same time.